Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Marcus from the Weekly Spot, back again with another review, and today I'll be doing a movie review of Halloween.
Michael? Halloween.
The movie centers on Michael Myers, who was committed to a mental institution for murdering his sister on Halloween night when he was a child. The film cuts to 15 years later on Halloween, and Michael Myers escapes and returns to his hometown, and killing a mechanic for his coveralls and stealing a mask from a hardware store. He stalks a teenager, Laurie Strode, and her friends while under pursuit by his psychiatrist, Dr. Loomis. Now, horror may not be my go-to genre, but there are some horror movies that I do actually like, and this movie is one of them. I thought this was pretty good. Jamie Lee Curtis, I thought, did a good job as Laurie Strode, and I think this film also does a good job of making you somewhat sympathetic towards her character. From little that we know about her in this film, she comes off as, kind, caring, and loyal. There are a lot of characters in horror movies that make dumb decisions, and Laurie, she may not be a genius, but she doesn't come off as dumb to me, so I feel that's a plus. Donald Pleasence, I thought, was great as Dr. Loomis. He is Michael's psychiatrist, and Dr. Loomis, being aware of Michael for so many years, throughout the series you see that Loomis has grown to have like this obsession of trying to protect people from Michael. And one of these days I need to check out more films that Donald Pleasence is in, because these are the only films that I've seen him in. And though the sequels are not as good as the original, one of the things that I do like about the series is him and the character of Dr. Loomis. The writing in this I thought was well done. There was one scene in particular where there was a monologue with Dr. Loomis when he was talking to the sheriff about Michael Myers, pretty much setting him up like this major as his major threat, much like the film First Blood, where Colonel Troutman was warning Teasel or Teasley, I don't know if I'm saying that name right, but he was warning him about Rambo and how dangerous he was. And when it comes to villains, Michael Myers, he's definitely up there, at least to me, as one of the greatest and the scariest. Michael Myers, or at least how Dr. Loomis describes him, he's someone that's just pure evil in human form, and you can tell by the way that he's acting that he means it. And you probably think that he's just over exaggerating, but when you see Michael in action, you'll think that maybe he's not too far off, especially when you get around the end and watching the other movies. Like the guy is cold, he's emotionless, and it's definitely safe to assume that there's something supernatural. It's definitely something supernatural about him, because the guy keeps coming back no matter how much damage he takes. And the scariest part about this movie is not so much the jump scares, although those parts got me the first time, but no, the scariest thing for me in this movie is Michael Myers just stalking Laurie and her friends. Now, this is when the movie moves pretty slow, and that could be negative to some people, but I feel like it works, because I feel like there's so many moments where Michael could have made a move. There are moments where someone would notice Michael, and he disappears when someone takes their eyes off him. And there are even moments in the movie where you're seeing things from his perspective and hearing his loud breathing, and it just gives off such an uncomfortable feeling, and it makes it worse that all this is happening on Halloween. So Michael wearing a costume, people are not going to be too suspicious of him, because he blends right in. And when it comes to the kills, there's actually not a lot, but though it's nothing too crazy, this film does have some good kills. Overall, I thought this was a great film. I like the simple story. I like the cast. I like the characters. I thought the film looks good. I like the way that it's shot. I love the music, and there's really not much I can say about this classic that hasn't already been said. But if you haven't seen this, I definitely recommend checking this out, especially if you're a fan of horror. And for that, I give Halloween a 5 out of 5.
night, he came home.
Now that is it for my review for Halloween, and let me know what you think of this movie, and let me know what you think of the series. This is Marcus from the Weekly Spot. More content will be coming out soon, but until then, take care everyone.